Why, hello, you beautiful souls. Good evening. I hope you're having a great day thus far. And most importantly, we're going to make it a great night. Now, in terms of what I teach meditation wise, we can call it the direct path. It's one of self inquiry, self love, self awareness, self mastery, liberation. However, it comes with a really cool kind of extra benefit, and that is the ability to completely immerse yourself in the now. And that is what we can call the flow. So, we're just going to go and dive into it. So get your last few wiggles out. First and foremost, I lovingly invite you into the space of the heart. So you may escape the mind, the chatter of the body, and go beyond the emotional plane and enter into the pureness of your being. For it is one with the flow. It is one with now. Always. When you hear the first 3 taps of the singing bowl, take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, transform that prana, that chi, these vital energies you pull into your body into a powerful Om as you set whatever intention you seek this evening. It's here we let go of the past. We abandon the future. We shift our full attention to this present moment, whatever is happening around you, within you. Come to identify and know yourself as the observer that witnesses all. Come to recognize you are the perceiver of your reality and the creator of your experience. Your attention is your affection. Direct it inwards towards yourself. With this final tap of the bowl, simply shift that attention to the sound of the ring as it fades into silence. Hold space for yourself and drop into the heart. Drop into the state of pure knowing, of pure awareness. Recognize here that the mind may be active. The internal chatter and happenings may arise, but pay it no attention. Come to recognize that it is speaking to you. You are simply remaining here, being, in the pureness in which you are, and always have been. Aligning with the flow is simply being you, undisturbed, unidentified. Letting go of all concepts, attachments, identities, and desires. It's falling in love with what always is. This infinite slice of now. You have the opportunity to let go of everything. Hold this space with the love of you. And in this light, give your heart fully to yourself. Beyond all happenings of your experience, beyond the identities and names, fall inwards into the beingness that was there before you were named, before you came to understand pain, suffering, fear. All it takes is but a breath to clear the ground, so take a deep inhale in. Fill up every nook and cranny, every cell with the prana and chi around you. And as you exhale, simply let it go. Allow the body to be absent of air for a brief moment, if capable, just as long as you drew the breath in and exhaled. And again, take another deep breath in. Just as long as you're pulling in these vital forces, hold them within the body for a moment, or just as long as you drew the breath in, before again releasing into an exhale. Continue this rhythmic pattern of even breathing. Think of it like the seasons, drawing in the breath, holding it, releasing it, and being absent of it. These serve as the 4 seasons. Again, pull in life as the body awakens, like the spring. Holding it full of that light, that love, feeling the fire, the energy, like the summer. As you release, as we transition now into the fall, let it go. And be still like the winter. Continue this cyclic pattern of breathing at whatever rate and pace is comfortable for your own body. It's in these moments we give this physical form a task, as it always likes to do, and very rarely likes to be. So, if necessary for yourself, tell the body, command the body, will the body to simply breathe. Naturally take in these breaths and allow yourself to get comfortable holding it in with both air and absent of. Give the form encouragement, telling it thank you. And most importantly, assert your intention now. The first and foremost is to simply be. There is no doing here. For aligning with the flow is allowing yourself to enter into the tensionless states of being. In our experience, we are constantly entrapped and ensnared in the states of contraction, of doing, of action. Many find themselves stuck on this wheel, this rat race, until their final breath. But know now you give yourself the most opportunistic chance, happening, and experience that anyone can ask for in this human knowing. The chance to witness our pureness. The chance to live again like we did when we were children, with the wisdom of the ages at your side and your disposal. It's here we come back into union with life itself. As we naturally and instinctively let go of all personal identities and attachments. The mind may be feared by such a statement, but pay it no attention. For the mind, the body and all of its internal phenomena and happenings is limited by the experience in which it has lived. You transcend time and space. You are eternal. Awaken to your divinity. Fall into your heart, into the truth of your being. For this alignment with flow arises with self-realization and recognition that you are everything. And recognize that this everything also too means nothing. It's this stillness, this calm, this dynamic intelligence that we call consciousness and know as ourselves, that transcends beyond all words, concepts, but it can be experientially known firsthand. This state, this recognition may seem mystical, but you've experienced it many times. Come to see that within your own life. For whenever we are immersed in the now fully, giving it our attention, we experience the bliss of what's commonly known as being in the zone. But it's this flow of being that allows us to transcend time and space when hours flash by like minutes experientially. It's these same moments where there's no thought, no hesitation, no emotion, simply action in union with life. Many experience this while playing sports, some even video games, cooking, creating an art form. It matters not what you experience it as, know that it is but a small fraction taste of what is the truth of your being, of what it is to live forever in the now. We can only come to such knowings when we abandon all assumption and expectation. For even us internally holding some type of vision, expectation of the moment, we are imposing our will on the flow of life, therefore creating tension. The heart will always yearn. Come to know that that is a difference between yearning for and assuming. Having this highest aspiration of our own being and expecting. For just as the child lives before they come to understand their own individualistic and egoic desires, simply being is enough. Every aspect of life is something to laugh, love, and learn from. Yet as we grow older and continue to build the walls based in separation, also known as the ego itself, we have the arrogance, as the human species we currently are, to assert such will against the vast ocean of life. Come to recognize it's but a failed effort to ever assume and expect anything from life. And again, come to understand that there is a distinction between yearning and aspiring, and assuming and expecting. With an aspiration, with a yearning of the heart, you are a radiating force. You are putting yourself in the position to receive grace. You are putting yourself in the position to be divinely blessed by life's many plentiful and bountiful gifts. But when we assume and we expect, we take away our accountability, our free will, and give it away to others. We expect life to fill up our cup. And most importantly, we're not willing to meet it where it seeks to pour from. It's having the expectations of others without really reflecting upon ourselves. It's assuming everything about everyone else, which many of us know is but a projection of our own insecurities and flaws. To fully align yourself with the flow of now, one must let go of all judgment internally, externally. You must let go of all expectations, for there will always be letdowns if you do not. In truth, all of these words can be summed up as fall in love with the now. So much so that nothing else matters ever. Recognize you will always have yearnings of where you seek to direct your life and where you would like to end up, but this alignment with the now, allowing life to flow through you, means that you let go of all such concepts. When you come to recognize that you are life itself, these ponderings become drastically different. For one, those unaware that you are life live naturally in that realm of assumption and expectation, that life is somehow outside of you, providing things for you. No matter how advanced or deep their perspective of it, it is but a shallow reality of what is true. For there is no distinction between you and life. Your essence is the essence that is everything here. Our beingness is also the essence of nothing. You are the dynamic spirit molecule that radiates everything. For we all share this ground of being called the Source, the Creator. Some call it God, eternal divine consciousness, the sacred flame. It matters not what you call it. Come to understand the isness, the beingness that is and always will be, flows through you in all of life. Your free will must be determined. Are you going to give away the keys to your kingdom by every external means and being? Or are you going to take charge and allow yourself to fall effortlessly back into the now as you did as a child? For it is a choice. And the happenings and actions, the consequences and realities will be as easy and difficult as you make them. For again, you are the perceiver and creator of your reality. Even now, those that experience the mind being excited, the emotions chattering about, and the sensations of the body pulling you whichever which way they go, come to recognize that your whole objective has just been to simply sit and be, to lie down and relax. This first yet most often overlooked happening that takes us away from the now is that we identify with these phenomena in which we experience within us because we identify them as us. There is nothing greater than this mistake. Recognize that you are the observer and all else within and outside of you is the observed. The observer, the silent witness, the knower, the intuitive. That is you. More akin to your nature and beingness than any thought, emotion, or sensation of the body. For that is just feedback of the flesh. Simply be means remain as you are and always have been. And just as you practice this here in this state of stillness, apply this same experiential knowing to the waking state, to living, moving around and about, and know it's the exact same. Allow yourself to simply marinate in life and allow this divine film to unfold effortlessly. But most importantly, hear these words in the depths of your being. You are not the mind. You are not the emotions. You are not the physical body. You are the controller and master of all three. Assert your true position, and aligning with the flow is effortless. For in truth, it is these internal phenomena that constantly seek to take us away from the now. They try to distract us from the most important and blessed gift we've ever received, this experience to live, this opportunity to experience life itself. Take a deep breath in. Again, filling the body up with as much prana, chi, these vital energies around you, within you as you can. And let go, allowing the breath to drop away into a sigh of relief. Again, 2 more times. Deep, effortless breaths, filling the body up with as much energy and light as you can. Continuing to drop away into that sigh of relief. And one more deep breath here. And again, let it go. Simply be, remain as you are in the now. When you hear the final tap of the singing bowl, take one final deep breath. And as you exhale, release a mighty and powerful Om. As you remain anchored to the flow, to this eternal now. And as you proclaim this divine chord, allow it to be your mantra, your promise to yourself, to always bring it back to that state of knowing which you know is present. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you, and thank you so much for tapping in. Don't forget to smash that like button. But most importantly, I think the one aspect of this inner looking, these recognitions that bring us closer to the doorstep of truth, it's important to understand that this entire journey of life has been bringing you to these moments of realization, of recognition. If you're watching thus far, thank you, first and foremost, but thank yourself as well. For it's these opportunities in this quiet introspection that we give ourselves the opportunity to relax, to let go. And just as in the meditation it arose, that contracted state of always doing is the one thing that takes us away from the flow. For it's a balancing act. The only thing that we really need to do is show up. Now that showing up can be called being effortless. It's just you being yourself. allowing to life literally flow through you. Ask any musician when they're on stage, any artist when they're creating their masterpiece or an epic, just any piece of work they're making. There becomes that moment where there is no thought. There is just living. And it's almost as if you're just kicking back, watching a movie on this divine cinematic film that we call life. And that's the beauty of it. One of the things that I find is just utterly magical that can never be expressed or put into words is just that effortless nature of being. When you time skip talking with someone for hours, when you're caught in an act in which you love for hours, you don't even realize time goes by. You're not even hungry. You're literally vitalized, energized, sustained by life itself. And we think that because this Western world and the things that we were taught and indoctrinated into is so correct that we detach ourselves from these very powerful yet subtle moments of experience. And that is the one most detrimental thing that we take in this life, is that we take these gracious gifts of deep, deep levels of truth, with a capital T, for granted. We overlook them like it's nothing, when it truly is the most blessed opportunity and lesson life can provide us. There's really not much else to it. So with that, may the fruit of knowledge offer you a seed, and in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment, for a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all whom ask. Namaste. I bow to that divine within you. Bow to the divine within yourself. 100%. Give your energy, give your attention, your affection, your love towards your own beingness of observation. And if you do, magical things are going to happen. It's inevitable. So I love you so much. Take care. Have a great night. I'll see you Sunday. And most importantly, just be now. Peace.